Welcoming you to yoga this morning. We're going to start in Sukhasana called Sweet Pose. Sukha means sugar. Soften your belly. Presses forward just a centimeter. Chin draws down just a centimeter. Imagine the spine in your body. And imagine your etheric spine. So the natural spine we know is curved. The etheric spine is just a straight, beautiful line from your root chakra at the base of the spine, all the way up through the crown of your head, the Sahasrara chakra. And imagining that line as bright white light. As you're breathing in, the light gets brighter. As you're breathing out, the light gets brighter still. Inhaling evenly through both nostrils, maybe counting for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And holding the breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep repeating that. Breathing in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Maybe as you're diving into this pranayama breath work, you'll notice your mind could be full of chaos. Energy on the planet today is an energy of frustration, an energy of I'm doing my best and it's not being acknowledged. So acknowledge to yourself that you are doing your best and your best is good enough. And tapping into your heart center, acknowledge that everybody around you is doing their best. And their best is good enough. Beautiful. Let's roll our chin down to the chest. Let the head hang heavy. Soften the shoulders, the toes. And now we're just going to go to a nice breath in through the nostrils, breath out through the nostrils. Make your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. And if you need a point of focus to soothe the mind, you can think the thought, so hum, which means I am. Or maybe you can think, I'm doing my best, and my best is good enough. Start to rock the head, right ear to the right shoulder, rolling that chin down to your chest, inhaling left ear, left shoulder. And maybe dive into the sensation of the brain as it moves ever so slightly. Tip of the tongue can be placed behind those 2 top front teeth. And that's going to soften the jaw, skin on the face. And let's start to draw those full head circles. If that doesn't feel good to you, just look straight on and then inhale looking left and exhale looking right. Beautiful. Take your head in the other direction. Just intending to release any tension, any stress, and really any frustration. It's okay that you're frustrated right now. Frustration is the energy of wanting something to be one way and it is the other. Go ahead and find stillness. Hands are going to stay on the knees now. We're going to inhale that heart forward, look up, and then exhale round through the spine. This is called seated cat-cow. Inhaling heart forward, chin rolls up. Exhaling, pulling the chin down. And again, we can stay with that visualization of our human spine, of our angelic spine, making the exhale longer than the inhale. As a student of yoga, we start the morning with gratitude that we woke up. And we start the morning with an intention to, just for that day, choose the most nourishing choice. So accepting that we are doing our best. Our best is laid across the foundation of, in every moment, I will make the most nourishing choice, thought, word, and deed. Beautiful. You can slide your hands to your shins, and now just keep flexing. It'll tighten it up a little bit through the shoulders. Breathing through the nose, breathing long and deep. Beautiful. Come to center. Slide your hands back to your knees. We're going to do some Sufi grinds here. And just let the head follow the spine. Let the head be super loose. And if you don't know what a Sufi is a mystical, magical poet, musician, spends their life, intends to spend their life in ecstatic bliss, merged with the divine. I'm sure you've all heard of the whirling dervishes. You can think of yourself on that level. Beautiful. Start to tighten up your circle. We'll come to stillness just for a moment to let that spine settle. And notice the spine never truly settles. Think of yourself as like a blade of grass. In the wind, it's kind of constantly moving. Beautiful. Let's take those circles in the other direction. Again, let your head be the last thing to follow. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. You want to simplify your thought, you can think the word nourish. I think as it relates to choices for food or exercise, it's pretty obvious what nourishes you. More complex is the thoughts we think, the words we choose to express. So the ability to cultivate your emotional intelligence and even the ability to see the end result of your actions. Kind of a yogi must. Beautiful. Slow it down. Again, let that head be the last thing to come to stillness. Big breath in, big breath out. And place your attention on your nose, and we're going to draw the tiniest of circles. Take that nose in the other direction. Come to stillness and just notice how easy it is to hypnotize yourself. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's lift the arms, flip the palms, soften the shoulders, close your eyes. Take a nice inhale as you exhale. Bend the elbows down by the sides, palms stay up. Tapping deeply through that third eye center, place any form that expresses to you the divine. Keep your attention there. And as yogis, we pray for light, illumination, knowledge, and others in this pose called Ancient Way of Prayer. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Take a big breath in, and then take your right hand to your left knee for a sweet little twist. See if you can't soften your shoulders, relax through your belly, imagining the spaces between your organs of digestion. Send your breath there. And as a little reminder, the twisting is a beautiful way to ignite your Agni, your digestive fire. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up, look up, open the heart, and then we'll take it to the other side. Noticing your thoughts again, honoring they tend to run away with themselves, bring it back. Give yourself permission to relax. Breathe more deeply. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up. We'll interlace the fingers, flip the palms, soften the shoulders. Smile if you got one. Smiles are for you today. Let's take our hands in front of us. Keep the palms pressed out. Don't move your spine. Just start to pull a little bit side to sides. We're going for a little shoulder stretch. Inhaling through the center, exhaling. Give yourself permission to just focus on the self, on the breath. Knowing that when you come to balance, the mind comes to balance. When you fully dive into a meditation practice, that's where you solve all your problems. Come back through center. Let's bring the arms out in front of us. And then we're going to flip the right hand out. And we're going to pull back one each on the fingers. We're just stretching the wrists. If you're new to yoga, the wrists will bother you for 4 to 6 weeks as we have to build a little strength. Go ahead and pull them all back down. Pause. Keep breathing. This is a good thing to do every day. And then flip that hand down. Beautiful. Switching sides. So just flick those fingers again. And then hold. And then press that hand down. Giving yourself permission to slow down, to relax, to breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it up. We're going to end up on hands and knees. However you get there, if your knees bother you, take a blanket, get all the creases out of that blanket, and you can just fold it across your mat. So make sure the blanket, it's kind of like the little princess and the pea. You don't want to be on a lump. So smooth it out. Get your body kind of in the center of your mat. Have your blocks handy. And we always use blocks with new to yoga, but you'll see I always use blocks because they are so helpful in so many ways. look at your mat, I want you to take your hands and I want you to spread them wide like starfish. And then look at the thumb and the finger. There's a tendency for them to curl. See if you can't push them deep into the mat. And then just do little circles with your shoulders. And I want you to feel the mounds of your hands connect to the mat. That's where your finger merges into the palm. Beautiful. And then go ahead and take that in the other direction. Lovely. Come to stillness. Curl your toes. We're going to drop the belly and rock the heart forward just a little bit as we inhale, and then exhale, round through the spine and start to draw your tailbone towards your heels. Inhaling, filling the lungs completely. Exhaling, exhales longer than the inhale. So the cat portion of this pose takes longer than the cow portion. Just dive into your body, imagining, I don't know, maybe you're just a droplet of water. Move like that. Beautiful. Come to neutral. We're going to lift the right leg behind us, flex through the heel. And then we're going to take a slight bend to the elbows. Inhale here, exhale. Just bring your chest down a little bit. You can come all the way down to the mat. That's good stuff, but not necessary. Inhaling as you're coming up, exhaling as you're pressing down. Beautiful. Inhale up. Put your right knee down. We're going to lift the left leg behind us now. Flex through the heel. Same process. Inhaling up, exhaling, bringing the nose towards the mat. Notice where your mind went. It always leaves you. It goes back to its habits. Notice what you're thinking about. Replace the thought. Beautiful. Inhale, come on up. Bring the knees to the mat. Come sitting on your heels. And if this is tough for you, you can always take that blanket, fold it, and place it between, or sit on the floor. Hands to the thighs. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Beautiful. And then bring the hands back to the thighs. We're going to inhale the heart forward and exhale, round down. Focus on the spiritual spine. Inhaling bright light, exhaling that light gets even brighter. Flexibility in spine equals flexibility in the mind. Beautiful. Come to the center. Soften. We're going to come to those knees. It's okay to keep your blanket under your knees if you like. Curl your toes. We're going to inhale, lift the arms, soften the shoulders, and take a gaze up. Just keep breathing. You can always roll your pinkies in to soften the shoulders. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right hand back to touch your foot. And then inhale up again. Exhale, bring that left hand back. Inhale. Know that when you're moving the body, these big, huge flushes that we do in yoga, you're not just lengthening, strengthening the muscle groups, you're moving the lymphatic system, which does not move without you moving. So this is so good for your immunity. Beautiful. Let's inhale back to center. Bring your hands to either the heart or hands to hip. We're going to get the right foot to the front of our mat. And this can be quite difficult. So look at the front of the mat and just intend for that leg to swoosh forward completely straight. So try not to bring it out and around. You got it. Once you're there, you can grab your blocks. We're going to make sure the knee and the ankle are aligned with the foot. And you can just pause right here. This is perfect. Or maybe curl the back toes and lift the back knee. If you've lifted the back knee, lift your front toes just to get the energy out of them. Pull back on that right hip and press through the heel. And make sure your blocks, your hands are directly under your shoulders. So habit is to bring the blocks out and then we collapse. Or we can just use them as extensions of our arms and just keep breathing. Beautiful. Put that knee down. We're going to straighten the front leg. You can slide your hands, your blocks back. Lift the toes of that front foot. You can get really tall in this. We're just going to press the heart forward so the spine stays straight. Roll the chin down, and you can pull back on the right hip a little bit. And again, keeping those blocks under the shoulders so that we're not reaching out. So if your blocks are off your mat, put them on your mat. Deepen your breath. You'll start to notice every time you inhale, the spine grows just a millimeter longer. As you exhale, the heart moves towards the knee. Beautiful. Bend the front knee, walk it forward. And now we're going to take our hands to our knee, and we're going to rise up. You're going to push forward on the knee to just grow tall through the spine. You should be releasing through the left thigh right now. And you can stay just as you are, or if you want to bring your hands to your heart, if you want to lift your arms, rolling the pinkies in, you can either look ahead or you can look up. Try to be soft though. On an exhale, bring your hands to the earth. We're going to bring that right knee back to match the left. Bring the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touch and come into child's pose. You can go all the way to the earth. You can always stack your hands, bring the earth to your forehead, or rest your hands on, or your head on a block. Just keep breathing, deepening. Lovely. Let's inhale, come back to tabletop to get the knees underneath our hips. Slide your hands up your thighs or coming back to standing on the knees. This time we're going to get that left foot forward. So you want it to go straight on, not out and around. So see how you can do this. And that's a fun thing to practice at home over and over and over again. Get a hold of your blocks, have them on your mat under your shoulders, lift your front toes, and then you decide to lift the back leg or not. So this is called raised runner's lunge on Shavasana. Beautiful. Put that knee down. And now we're going to straighten that front leg. Slide your hands, your blocks back. Come on up. Get super tall in this. Flexing the foot. Press forward with the heart. Roll the chin down, but don't let the spine collapse. It's not that. We're pressing only with the heart, pulling back on that left hip. And breathe. And just notice which thought the mind settled on. I'm doing my best. Best is good enough. Nourish. Beautiful. Bend that knee, walk it forward. And then we're going to get the knee over the ankle again. Hands to the knee. Press forward, softening the shoulders. We're getting a stretch through the right thigh. You decide. Hands can come to heart, maybe. Arms can lift. Eyes can go up. Go where you're happy. And if there's any clenching in your jaw, any tension on your face, keep that tip of the tongue behind those top two front teeth. And that's a good trick to do in your car when you're driving as well, to create the habit. Lower your hands, lift that back knee. We're going to step forward. And now you can turn the blocks to their high setting and place them in front of you. You got it. So get your feet under your hips, spine. Bend the knees again just a little bit. We're going to hinge forward at the hip creases, leading with the heart. Head can hang heavy. Notice if you're gripping through your toes, let that go. And maybe even shake your head a little bit. You can shake it yes. Emphasis on no. And bend the knees, straighten only the right. And bend both knees and straighten only the left. And bend both knees. Take your hands to your knees, and we're going to slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Pull those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms. Let's interlace the hands, flip the palms again. Soften the shoulders. Take an inhale, exhale to the right. Look up. Just keep breathing. And as you're inhaling, see if you can't just reach over just a little bit more. Get a nice stretch right above your hip. And then inhale back to center. Take it to the other side. And then inhale back to center. Let's take our feet a little bit wider than our hips. Release your hands. Interlace them behind you. Draw down on the shoulders as you look up. Bend your knees a touch, and then you're going to start to fold forward. Heart's leading the way, and the hands might rise up just a little bit off the lower back. Once you get there, you can decide if you want to sway a little side to side, or just breathe deeply into this, releasing closer to the mat with every exhale. Let's let those hands go to the lower back. Soften your shoulders. Slide the hands down to your mat. Now heel toe your feet even a little bit further apart, maybe even off your mat onto the floor. We're going to bring the arms into a T as we inhale, half lift. Pause here. And then take that left hand to the mat. Maybe the right hand goes to the waist as we look sideways. Maybe the arm can reach up to the sky, trying to stack the shoulders. Again, thinking of the organs of digestion, softening the space in between. And then exhale that hand back to the earth. We're going to switch sides. So bring that left arm up or bring it to the waist. Turn your gaze. And if you're thinking the mantra so hum, just notice how it sounds like the breath. So hum. It's the exact noise that the ocean breath makes. Beautiful. Release that hand. We're going to heel toe those feet together underneath the hips. Hands come to the knees as we inhale. Rise up, reach up, and bring the hands through the midline. Close your eyes. Press your palms firmly together. Spread the fingers wide. Elbows are out left and right. And as you relax, find some softening, maybe through the toes or the knees. Beautiful. Blink your eyes open. And then you decide you can leave your hands together or bring your hands to your waist for a little more balance. Attention goes to the right leg. We're going to step it back 3.5 feet. And we want our hips to be rotated towards the front of the mat. So sometimes that means stepping in a little bit to get the hips to release. The left knee is bent over the ankle. Let's lift our arms up, palms facing each other. And now lift your arms down. Make sure the palms are expressed outward. Soften your shoulders a little bit. And then we'll inhale, lift the arms up again, and roll the pinkies in, let the shoulders relax. Notice the gripping in the toes, let that go. And if you can, take your gaze up. Warrior one, keep breathing. As you're exhaling, you navel into the back of the spine. You stay as you are, I'm moving, so that navel comes in towards the back of the spine on the exhale. And you hold it, you pinch it in, you pull it up, and then you pull up on that pelvic floor. And you'll get a little zoom of prana flowing up. And then you just release it all as you're inhaling. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to go to warrior two. So you're going to heel toe that front toe over, maybe an inch or two to the right. You're going to bend your knee and look down, only see the big toe. The back foot has gone to 90 degrees now, so it's straight, parallel with the edge of the mat. Left arm is forward. You can flip your palms. You'll feel the muscles get tight to the bone, and then flip the palms back over. And if you roll to the outside edge of the back foot, you'll get a little nicer rotation. Again, you can exhale, pull the navel to the back of the spine in and up, followed by the pelvic floor. Warrior two. Let's flip that left hand, reach up for the sky, open your throat, open your heart. Peaceful warrior. Keep breathing. And then we're going to level our gaze, come through warrior two, bring your hands to the earth, and we're going to step forward. Hands can come to the knees again as we inhale, rise up, reach up, and bring those hands back to the midline. Close the eyes, deepen the breath. You stay as you are. I'm moving just because you can see better. We'll either leave our hands in Anjali Mudra or bring your hands to your hips. Left foot is stepping back 3.5 feet now. Make sure those hips are not turned, they're straight ahead. So if you have to step the back foot up, do so. Then you can decide to lift the arms or just press your hands to heart center. Soften as you look up, breathe. And again, exhaling, pull that navel deep to the back of the spine, hitch it up, and pull up on the pelvic floor. Bring your hands through the midline. We're going to reach forward with the right arm, back with the left. That front foot heel toes over to the left just a little bit. Look down, see your big toe. The habit is the knee goes in. Don't do that. Take it to the pinky toe side. Back foot's at 90. And over time, all these little adjustments it just becomes like a little dance you do. You don't even think about doing it anymore. Flip the right hand, reach up for the sky, heart goes to the sky. Take a nice inhale. We're gonna cartwheel through warrior two, all the way down to the earth. And we're gonna step forward. From here, you can bring your hands to your knees. As we inhale, rise up and bring your hands to heart center. And just pause here. Everyone feeling good? Yes, yay for the day. We're gonna move a little faster now that you know that. We're gonna inhale, reach up. Exhale, softly fold. Step that right foot back, 3.5 feet. Seal it at a 45. Now either bring your hand to your knee or just inhale, sweep up, and we are magically in that warrior one. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna slide to that warrior two. So just move that front foot over. We're gonna flip that front hand. Inhale, reach up, look to the sky. And then we're gonna exhale, cartwheel to the earth, step forward. Inhale, bend the knees a little bit to softly rise up and bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, fingers go to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees softly to fold. Step back with your left foot now. Hands come to the knee or sweep up. Warrior one. Take an inhale here. Exhale, make your adjustments to take you to warrior two. Front knee's bent. And knee is not collapsing in. Take it to the pinky toe. Flip the right hand, reach up for the sky, look up, and then we'll cartwheel. Step it forward. Inhale, rise up, and hands to heart center. Find your breath, settle your heart. And the commitment is if you were going to embrace in a yogic lifestyle and an Ayurvedic lifestyle. I have all of my students do this little series we're doing right now. Simple sun salutation, 7 minutes every day, first thing in the morning. So make that commitment. Tomorrow I will get up, I will get out of bed, and I will do these simple salutations. 7 minutes, lengthening, strengthening every major muscle group, hyperoxygenating my blood, and boosting my immune system. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, softly fold. Right foot steps back, 3.5 feet. We inhale to our warrior one. Deepening the breath. Connected with breath on an exhale, we migrate to warrior two. Flip that front palm, we reach up. And then we exhale, cartwheel to the earth, step forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees as we softly fold. Lead with the heart. Step back with the left foot. Inhale, lift. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Make your little adjustments. Inhale. Look up, right arms up, left arms dragging on the back of the leg. And exhale, we cartwheel, step forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold. It's okay to get a little worn. Step back with that right foot. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, release, warrior two. Flip the palm, inhale, left arms up, right arms down, and then we cartwheel, step forward. Inhale, lift up, hands to heart center. Inhale, we lift, exhale, we fold. Left foot steps back. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the right hand, reach up, look up, and exhale. Cartwheel to the earth, step forward. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. Bring your hands to heart center, and then we'll release our palms by our sides. Close your eyes. Find your heart beating in your chest and send your breath there. And then send that heartbeat into the palms of your hands. And you'll feel it, sense it, just pounding in the hands. And then close your eyes, cross them, draw them up to the third eye center, where we place that form, whatever it is you relate to. And then from that third eye center, Yogi's secret, draw a line to the back of the skull and just intend for prana to flow to that spot. And you'll feel a little bit of levity. Beautiful. Open your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll take the energy into our left leg and just come to the toe of the right. And you can stay here. This is perfect. Or maybe you can lift that knee in front of you. Flex the foot. Just keep breathing. And maybe straighten that leg. And then place that foot back to the earth. Find your center again. And we'll shift our way to the right this time. Engage the thigh above the knee, come to the toe. And just stay here if this is where you feel grounded and balanced. Otherwise, lift the knee in front of you, flex the foot. And then straightening that leg. Beautiful. Put the foot down and just wiggle it out. And actually, you can just kind of rock side to side. Let your arms go. And let your hands hit your kidneys in the back. Your lymphatic system likes it when you thump it too. True story. All right, come to stillness. You can actually take your hands and you can thump your thymus. I do this a lot when I'm feeling anxiety inside of me. I feel it starts to creep up. I'll just be like, thump, thump, thump. Beautiful. And then you can even take your fingers or one or two fingers. And this is another great thing to do if you're having those thoughts get so negative. And then you just have to sit down and press around your eyes and remind yourself who you are. Beautiful. While we're at it, let's go ahead and just rub our ears because it'll feel so good. If you're ever having issues with your partner, here's your trick. Just rub their ears, massage their scalp. Instant love. Ah, beautiful. Let's find our way back to seated. So you can come down however you get there. And we'll just pause here for a moment to make sure we're settled completely. Maybe take a big breath in, big exhale. Have your blocks handy next to you, just one of them, because we're going to come lying down on our backs. And again, however you get to your back is fine. Once you're there, if you're wearing a ponytail, go ahead and take that out of your hair just so your skull can relax against the mat. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and keep the knees, the toes together. One hand on each knee, and we're going to just draw some circles, tight circles on the sky. Try to rock the full length of that sacrum, even through the tailbone. Beautiful. And then take it in the other direction. And then let's go ahead and place the feet to the earth. Take your block, and you're going to put it on its low setting. Lift your hips up to the sky and place it right underneath your sacrum. And then we'll bring the knees to align with the hips. And we'll bring the feet up to the sky and flex the feet. And it's okay if you have to have a little bit of a bend to your knees. Bring your arms by your sides, palms down. And now just deepen your breath. This is a little supported shoulder stand. And just imagining the fluids in the leg draining into the digestive system, again, feeding that digestive fire. From an Ayurvedic perspective, all disease arises from a weak digestive fire. You already know what to do for the physical body, food and exercise. So when you come to yoga, we can work on the emotional, mental body. Beautiful. Bend the knees, place the feet to the earth, and now you're right in a supported bridge. So maybe bring your arms in a little bit tighter, palms down. And keep your heels close to your glutes and just a little space between the thighs. And you can even press a touch through the feet, squeeze the thighs together. Beautiful. Lift the hips. Move the block off to the side, and we're going to roll down. Bring those knees in, another little squeeze. And then we'll bring those arms to a T, palms down, and just let the knees drop to the left, head goes to the left. And gently coming out of this, bring the knees back through center. Get the knees and the hips aligned, and then take them to the other side. Gaze to the right. Just keep softening, keep breathing. Beautiful. Come back through center, and we're going to prepare for Shavasana, which is our final pose. So just straighten your legs on your mat and take your feet as wide as your, and bring your arms down by your sides. Palms up. We're just going to soften the tongue in our mouth and let that tongue soften down the throat and into the lungs and into the belly. And I'll play the gong while we relax. So just let the vibration of that Think of it as energy healing, the vibration resetting your nervous system and your subtle body. Start to take a big breath in, breath out. Wiggle through your fingers, through your toes. Rolling your wrists, rolling your ankles. And enjoying a big full body stretch, arms overhead. And then bring your hands back to your heart, rub them together, maybe rub the soles of your feet. And then taking those warm hands, you can either press them over your heart or press them deep into your eyes. And bless yourself. And then gently rolling to the right, making a pillow for your head of your arm in seed pose. And just set an intention for the rest of the week as the mind goes where it goes to just don't let it. Go back to the thought, I'm doing my best. My best is good enough. And in every moment, we're just making the most nourishing choice. Gently use your hands. We'll come to seated. Where we'll take a little meditative pause. You can just let your hands rest on your knees. And just let the body breathe, natural breath. Eyes go crossed up to that third eye center, home of that form. And we're just breathing in the thought pattern, so breathing out the thought pattern, hum, so hum. And gently roll your chin down to your chest. Just let the thoughts return as normal. And then take your fingertips, press them to your third eye center, bowing in gratitude for this practice, for this day. Thank you for sharing it with me. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. We all grew. I love it.